Hello, it is Michael Linson of Smart Classroom Management. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why you struggle with classroom management and then what you can do to fix it. But first, please do me a favor and subscribe to this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can also leave a comment below if there's a topic that you'd like us to cover, or if you have a point that you'd like to make, please leave that below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And again, if you have an idea for a video or an area you're struggling with and you want us to cover, please let me know and I'll put it on the list of future videos. Okay, so why are you struggling with classroom management? And this is a question that a lot of teachers have, especially in this day and age. And the answer is one that is more true today than it's ever been before, and it is knowledge. Effective classroom management is knowledge-based. It's not something you can do instinctually, and it doesn't come naturally to virtually anyone. Kids behave predictably to certain strategies, and if you don't know those strategies, you're really going to struggle. And so what happens is that most teachers, what they do is they confuse different methods or schools of classroom management. Smart classroom management is a particular approach. So if you were to take parts of smart classroom management, so people will go on our website, read a couple of articles and like them, and they'll try to apply them. And certainly individual strategies and bits of advice can help improve things. But if you combine them with something from maybe an alternative method or even a method that is can counteract smart classroom management, like PBIS, for example, if you try to combine these two, you're going to have a mess, because what you're doing is you are sending students really mixed messages, mixed signals. It can be really confusing. When you choose a particular method of classroom management, all the strategies are designed to work together. So there are over 800 articles on the website. We have smartclassroommanagement.com website. We have 8 books, and everything you read, all of that information, we have 5 e-guides also. All the information that you read is all designed to work together and make each strategy work even better. So all the strategies, though they can work individually, all of them together make it stronger and create a particular approach that gives you effective, even outstanding classroom management, regardless of where you teach, who your students are, your grade level, anything like that. So that's a big problem, is that teachers get tidbits from this and from that, and then try to put them together and wonder why it doesn't work, why there's still disruption in the classroom and misbehavior and disrespect and all this kind of thing. And so it's throwing a lot of different kind of methods out at the same time. And then the other thing is it's usually accompanied by this sort of flying by the seat of your pants. So I do a lot of observations. I'm in a lot of classrooms, and I see teachers that their mind is just sort of working. They don't know what to do, and they just go by instinct or what feels right in the moment. And it's almost always wrong. They almost always make a mistake because, again, classroom management doesn't come naturally to most people. And so it's the knowledge, it's the understanding of a particular method so well that you know how to respond in every situation. You know how to set up your classroom in such a way that those students do behave predictably. That you know how to take a class that is unmotivated and ill-behaved, and you know the things that you need to do, the strategies you need to use in order to take them from point A to point Z, to bring them to creating a polite, well-behaved, motivated class who loves coming to school and that you have a really positive relationship with. And to do that, there are things that you need to follow. You can't fly by the seat of your pants, and you can't use different methods. 20 years ago, maybe you could have gotten by with some of this, but in this day and age, teaching is so challenging, the kids are so challenging, it just doesn't work. And this is one of the reasons why there's so much incredible teacher burnout, and that the misbehaviors are getting worse, because if you do this, it's just, and in this again, and in 2025, it's just the level of misbehavior just becomes so extreme. And so you really need to know what you're talking about. My advice, so this is how to fix it. My advice is to choose one method. If it's not ours, Smart Classroom Management, then choose a different one. And there are kind of several different ones that have different philosophies and approaches. So pick the one that you think matches you. Now, we are biased, of course. I think Smart Classroom Management is the best by far, and I don't think the other ones are as effective. I think some of them are some of the more popular ones. I'll mention PBIS by name. I think that they're part of the problem rather than the solution. But anyway, choose one and become an expert in that method, in that approach to classroom management. And honestly, even though if you go to our website, it is overwhelming. There's tons of articles. But the thing of it is the articles are really answering questions based on sort of our core philosophies, our core strategies and techniques. And so they're answering those kind of little things that come up. And so although it can seem overwhelming, we've done some things to mitigate that confusion. Principally, at Smart Classroom Management, we have lots of resources. We have lots of books, and so you can have what you need at your fingertips. We have 2 classroom management guides, one for K through 5, and then middle school we split it. And so we believe that the 6th and 7th grade teachers should be using the elementary classroom management plan guide, and we believe that 8th grade and above, 8th grade and into high school, should be using the high school classroom management guide. And so that's a great place to start, because it gives you really the basis for creating boundaries in your classroom and how to enforce those boundaries. And then the rest of the stuff, all the other strategies we have at classroom management, support that and make them stronger. Also creating better relationships with students. And so we talk a lot about that. Not in those plans, but in many of our books. The 8 books that we have will give you everything you need right at your fingertips. If you're new to Smart Classroom Management, I recommend the red book, which is the Smart Classroom Management Makeover. It gives you precisely in steps how to transform your classroom. So it's do this, stop doing this, add this, and it's very, very simple. It's paint by numbers. All you do is apply it and then enjoy the success. And as you get better, we have other books. We have a book about stress and how to keep your stress level low. There's a book called The Happy Teacher Habits, which are a list of habits that you can adopt that make you a better happier teacher. There's a lot about lesson planning and creating great lessons and creating lessons that are compelling, that students these days love and are drawn to, which is an important part of classroom management. There's a powder blue book that is one of our most popular books called The Classroom Management Secret. And so it really goes into a lot of the more effective strategies that support the classroom management plan. There's also a classroom management plan in that book. It goes into a lot about routines and things like that, and the importance of routines and how to teach them. And there are some other resources there. If you're a specialist teacher, we have a book. We have a book for you, specifically for you. And again, we have one if you're experiencing success and what to do to drop your stress level, increase your enjoyment, while at the same time creating a more well-behaved class. So to review, knowledge. Effective classroom management is knowledge-based. You have to be good at it. And again, the good is your knowledge of it. It doesn't matter what your innate personality is. It doesn't matter your age or what you look like or where you come from or anything like that. It's all about what you know, what you've learned. And you're not getting it if you went through a teacher ed program. You're certainly not getting that there. So you've got to do that on your own. So you can avoid the confusing methods and the moments when you don't know what to do and you fly by the seat of your pants. Choose one method. Even if it's not smart classroom management, become an expert in that particular method, so much so that you can be a resource at your school. I recommend, of course, smart classroom management. If you're new to SCM, go to our website, smartclassroommanagement.com. Tons and tons of free resources there and great places to begin. If you just are willing to do a little bit of research, use the search bar at the top of the page. We also have an archive, so you can go down and pick any category that you want. Classroom management plan, difficult students, bunch of different categories there to begin implementing smart classroom management. And then, of course, to check out our books. Okay, now after learning that, if there is a particular topic or a problem that brings up a pain point, please let us know below. I'll check out those comments. In the meantime, hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time.